DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. The best diet to get your inflammation under control. All diseases stem from inflammation. If you get your inflammation under control, you can then start to control your disease process and stop the progress and hopefully eventually reverse the disease. The 3% of your human genome is tied directly or indirectly and is controlled by the endocrine functions of vitamin D and the vitamin D system. Okay, so that goes to show you just how important vitamin D is, and vitamin D from the sun. Because remember, vitamin D needs to be sulfated. Vitamin D is made from cholesterol, which also needs to be sulfated. The only thing that can sulfate cholesterol and vitamin D is sunlight. DHA's lipid structure is different in the brain compared to when scientists study it under a microscope. So the effects are lost when DHA is consumed, pill-wise versus seafood. Reason why? Low DHA, you can pretty much be guaranteed that a disease is going to be coming. And the one that's going to affect the brain the most, obviously, neurodegeneration. Because of that, DHA is the one actually dictating to DNA. Biophysicists cannot explain this. It is a quantum mechanism. Quantum electron tunneling of DHA and retinol that is quantized, so driven by light, by the sun. It gives us our vision, it gives us our fine motor skills, and our mental processing that makes us human. It gives us our consciousness. As we moved into landlocked places, away from the seas, the oceans, modern man diseases skyrocketed, especially after the invent and implementation of Edison's light bulb in the early 1900s. So it was invented. When you look at fish oil, it usually says how much DHA and how much EPA it has. EPA is second most important omega-3, but it's not even close to DHA, if you haven't realized by now up to this point in this webinar. In order for DHA to enter the brain and the central nervous system, it must be in the SN2 position. So we have 3 SN positions. One is saturated, and that's in the SN1 position, and unsaturated, and that's in the SN2 position. The SN3 position attaches a phosphate. The vegan myth, eat algae for DHA. Nope, not true. You need seafood to eat the algae to rearrange the DHA to make it paramagnetic to the sun, or to the SN2 position. So, circadian rhythm needs light and also needs dark, or your mitochondria breaks down. Okay? When your mitochondria breaks down, it lowers the amount of red light that is released and also the water that is released. So our mitochondria makes water. It makes deuterium-depleted water. Iodine is an awesome insulator in neural synapses to protect DHA and help electron tunneling across those synapses. It protects and or eliminates against fluoride and bromine, which are dielectric blockers. So,
omega-3. Everyone should be getting more of it?
Most of us should be getting more of it.
Tell me the story. Why?
Well, the issues are the same health issues that have dogged us for half a century. It's the question of heart health, it's a question of cancer protection, it's a question of brain health. The development of the baby's brain has been under intense scrutiny. Well, I'm reluctant to suggest that a pill is a substitute for the diet, because the diet is more than the nutrients. It's a style of living. It's a way we live.